Here's DeadBug's holiday special. The first snow of the season had fallen on the meadow, blanketing everything in a sparkling layer of white. Benny the Beetle surveyed the scene from atop a frosty twig, his antenna twitching with excitement. "It's the most wonderful time of the year, team," he announced. "The humans are decorating, the birds are in scarves, and holiday crumbs are falling from the skies." The DeadBug crew had gathered for their annual holiday celebration, and everyone had a role to play. Cleo the Caterpillar Psychic had set up her fortune-telling station, predicting gifts for everyone. "I foresee cookies for everyone except Gary. He'll get stepped on, but only briefly." "Woohoo, a festive stomp!" Gary the Grasshopper cheered, already breakdancing on an icicle to holiday music. Nearby, Barry the Bedbug had commandeered a human mitten left behind in the snow. "Best fort ever," he declared, rolling in the fluffy lining. "Who's ready for cocoa? Or, skin flakes?" Maggie the Mosquito buzzed past, wearing a tiny scarf knitted from spider silk. "Cocoa sounds nice, but I'm in it for the eggnog," she chirped, hovering near a discarded cup that smelled suspiciously of sugar. At the center of the festivities was Frosty the Snowbug, a snowflake-mimicking insect who kept melting and rebuilding himself. "Third time's the charm," Frosty declared as he reassembled his frosty body with the help of some well-placed twigs and a berry for a nose. "Looking good, Frosty," Benny encouraged. "Now let's get ready for the big event, the lighting of the bug-sized holiday tree." The tree was a tiny sapling decorated with borrowed human baubles. Glitter from a craft kit, tinsel scavenged from a nearby porch, and a single glowing firefly named Fred perched at the top like a shining star. "All right, Fred," Benny called, "light us up." Fred flickered to life, casting a warm glow over the gathering. The bugs cheered and began to sing a very off-key version of Jingle Bells, led by Carol the Cricket choir director, who was conducting with a piece of grass. Just as the festivities were reaching their peak, disaster struck. Curious Cat padded into the meadow, its nose twitching at the smell of leftover cookies. Benny," Carla the Caterpillar whispered, clinging to the tree trunk. "Big, fluffy clawed problem at 6 o'clock." The cat swiped at the tree, sending Fred flying into a snowdrift. Bugs scattered everywhere, buzzing, hopping, and tumbling into the snow. Benny sprang into action. "Operation Holiday Rescue, go!" Gary distracted the cat with an epic series of jumps and flips, while Frosty bravely collapsed into a pile of snow to blend in. Aggie zoomed in circles around the cat's head, chirping, "Catch me if you can!" Meanwhile, Barry dragged Fred out of the snowdrift, and Benny led a daring charge to retrieve the tree before the cat could bat it away. Finally, Cleo the Caterpillar used her psychic powers, or maybe just good timing, to predict the exact moment the cat would lose interest and wander off toward a patch of sun. The crew regrouped, breathless but triumphant. The tree was back in place, Fred was glowing again, and even Frosty had rebuilt himself with a slightly fancier twig hat. "Now that is holiday spirit," Benny declared. As the bugs sipped tiny droplets of hot cocoa and a few sips of eggnog for Maggie, they admired their little tree under the winter sky. "This holiday might have had some close calls," Benny said with a grin, "but we stuck together, and that's the best gift of all." The bugs cheered, raising their tiny cocoa cups in celebration. And so, in true DeadBug fashion, the holiday ended with laughter, chaos, and enough smiles to warm even the coldest winter night.